X gonna give it to you. He's gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. He's gonna give it to you. Hey there, everybody. Your friendly neighborhood Deadpool is here. But if you ever call me Spider-Man, I'll find you and kill you. Anyway, Multi-Voice Reviewer is going to be here, and he's going to be reviewing some of these crazy superheroes I told him to review. Well, of course I can't tell if there's heroes or not, but this is the first out of a whole bunch. And this one's going to be the Creeper. So, let's check it out. Roll it! Thank you, Deadpool. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and... dang. I think I need to get a haircut. Anyway, this is the review I was planning to do. Remember that time when I did the mask review? Well, and I mentioned this one superhero character that the mask act more like. He was like a combine between the Creeper and the Joker. Well, this is the one I'm going to tell you about. And it's none other than... the Creeper. Now, for those of you who never heard about the Creeper, I guess right now it's the time for me to tell you about him. You see, the Creeper, he's a DC superhero. Of course, he does go to a different path, though. I mean, sometimes he acts like a superhero, and sometimes he acts like a villain. But he's definitely a good guy. Kind of crazy, but a good guy. Now, even though in the picture I showed you it's black and white, but here I'll tell you what color he is. His entire skin here, it's yellow. All yellow. And that underwear he's wearing, it's green with black stripes. The boots, red. Gloves, red, with a black fur at the end of it. His hair is green, and so is his eyebrows. And this cape-like boa he's wearing, furry boa, this big cape-like boa, it's red. And that's what the Creeper looks like. And sometimes his eyes either go gold, or white, or yellow. And what's his superpowers, you might ask me? Well, he has super strength, so he's a lot stronger than Superman. And also, when he's fighting against bad guys, he loses control and just go all... You in the beard! Come over here! Yeah! And of course, his laugh always hurts their ears. So every time when there's a bad guy ready to do something evil, his laugh makes the criminals go like... Every time he goes out going like... And of course, he has a healing factor just like me, right? He has a healing factor just like me, right? Yes, Deadpool. Like you. Although I would say like Wolverine, but... yeah, his healing factor is a little bit like yours, Deadpool. Dang! Hey! Superpower beatdown or death battle. Why not do a fight with me and the Creeper? I'm sure that me dealing with this lunatic will be a lot more fun. Huh? Huh? Come on, Deadpool. Creeper wasn't that popular. I mean, he's starting to become popular, but he's not popular enough. But hey, at least you battled against the Joker and Harley Quinn with Domino on Superpower Beatdown. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right! I battled against the Joker on Superpower Beatdown. Oh, and by the way, remember that scene where Harley Quinn flashed right in front of me? Well, one thing I'm going to tell you about her, they were gorgeous. Calm down, Deadpool, calm down. I'm sure everybody has crushes on Harley Quinn. And besides, You were... one thing I had to say, it's pretty much, sort of, a coincidence.
Oh yeah, what's that?
You were in Death Battle, and you were battling against Pinkie Pie. And, of course, you and Pinkie Pie didn't win. I mean, you both just ended with a big birthday celebration, because you mentioned your birthday, and Pinkie Pie decided to celebrate your birthday. And now in Deadpool 2, you call Negasonic Teenage Warhead's girlfriend, Yuriko, or... I forgot her name. Is it Yuriko or Yukio or something? Anyway, first time you met her, you called her Pinkie Pie because of her pink hair. About her pink hair.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I always say, hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! To her. And besides, me and Pinkie Pie, we're just friends. Now, if she was a unicorn, it would have been something different.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Let's get back to the Creeper, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, the Creeper first started out... I guess, probably around the, 50s or 60s. Anyway, this is the first comic book they made of the Creeper called Beware the Creeper. And this is what the first issue looked like. And to tell you the truth, folks, I wish I had this issue. But how did he become the Creeper is the origin story, of course. Well, here's his origin story. His name is Jack Ryder. He's an investigative reporter. And he also hosted a show called You're Wrong, where he interviews crooked people, bad people, and also trying to bring down proof to show that you're a bad guy. He's kind of arrogant, a little cocky, but his heart is in the right place because he wants to bring down the criminal underworld. Not only in Gotham, but from his place, too. But sometimes his arrogance go a little bit too far. Like one time, there was a mob boss who goes by the name of Manny. And, he decided to go into a costume party. Now, he refused to wear a costume, but he did go undercover, though. And he tried to find Maddie and trying to get some information about him. But it turns out Manny found him and kind of tortured him pretty bad. And then they decided to humiliate him by injecting him with some hallucinogenic drugs. It makes him hallucinate, driving him crazy. Make him go really, really nuts. And they also gave him a goblin costume. Which is what the Creeper looks like now. Gave him this costume in order to humiliate him while he was being drugged. And then after that, they toss him into the middle of nowhere and shot him in the head. Just blew his brains out. Until a mad scientist who works for Manny, goes by the name of Dr. Yutz. He decided to take his body and do some experiments on him, and he discovered the drug made him heal from the bullet wound. And now the Creeper becomes his personality. And he gave him another drug, it would help him transform at will. So anytime that trouble is happening, the Jack Ryder can transform himself into the Creeper and then back again. And then after knowing how crooked and evil Dr. Yutz is, he went after Manny for revenge. And of course, this was the first bad guy he killed. So Superman from the Man of Steel wasn't the first superhero who killed somebody. Although there are a lot of superhero movies who kills bad guys, even though in the comics, superheroes killing bad guys is prohibited, unless you're the Punisher. You know, I should review The Punisher one of these days.
Hey, enough about the guy of punishment and Mr. Deathwish. Get on with it. Get back to the story.
Okay. Anyway, after he killed Manny, he starts realizing that Professor Dr. Yutz was also taking over the crime syndicate. So now he starts taking over Manny's territory. So now he has to transform as the Creeper once again and go after the Doctor. And this time it was by accident. So for this moment on, he decided to become the Creeper if necessary, if there's crimes in the world. Any evildoer who decided to do something evil, well, the Creeper's right there coming for you. Now, sadly, they didn't make any, You know, there's one thing I think somebody should do. I mean, come on, YouTube, fan people. Try to make a fan video of the Creeper. I mean, everybody needs to know about the Creeper. I mean, I like the Creeper enough that I think he deserves a fan video. And if anybody's interested in having me involved in it, call me. Or look me up as Michael A. Grimm. And I'm sure we can think about something. Because I love fan videos. They stick to the story without changing anything. I mean, they do change it a little, but not a lot. But there's one thing they did do, though. Remember the animated series of the Batman and Robin adventure? This is where they introduce the Creeper in this one. In this episode called Beware the Creeper. But unlike the comic book, there is no Manning or Professor Yutz, just Jack Ryder. And this time he gets ambushed by the Joker. He was supposed to do a documentary about... I mean, Jack Ryder is doing a documentary of the Joker, and he was at the Ace chemical plant until the Joker showed up. And what he did, he tossed this exploding rubber chicken. It sprays that Joker venom, makes people laugh to death, and it infected Jack Ryder. He started laughing, and when the Joker says, "Now let's see how the whole thing goes. Oh yes, this is how I became the Joker." And then he grabs Jack Ryder and tosses him into the Ace chemicals. And now Jack Ryder fell into the chemicals and still laughing. And then the Joker flushed him down. And they thought Jack Ryder was dead. Even Batman and Robin thought he was dead. But as it turns out, the chemical turned him into a psychotic. I mean, it made him go crazy. He's going like, "Excuse me, miss, I'm having a bit of a midlife crisis. Ah! Okay, I love you, bye-bye." Let's think for a moment. Oh, that hurts. Anyway. Now, that episode was really funny because the Joker has 3 goons who look like clown versions of the Three Stooges. My favorite comedians. And even, he named him Moe, Larry, and Curly. But, of course, But also, Jack Ryder decided to go find a costume, strike terror in the hearts of criminals, and this is what he looks like in the animated episode. This is the Creeper. Now, at first, Batman and Robin think he was an imposter taking Jack Ryder's ID and trying to strike fear in the town. They think he's imitating Joker's act because how crazy he acted. But it turns out that's definitely Jack Ryder. The Joker venom and the Ace chemicals changed him. And now, the Creeper wants vengeance. But when he saw Harley Quinn, he fell madly in love with Harley Quinn.
Ha! I don't blame him. Me, him, and the 20 million other guys who finds Harley Quinn hot, I don't blame him.
Simmer down, Deadpool. Anyway, he wouldn't leave Harley Quinn alone, and the Joker got really peed off about him, so he keeps trying to kill him, but can't kill the Creeper. And then they ended the episode where Batman gave him this patch. It would keep him sane and make him be Jack Ryder. But he enjoyed being the Creeper. And then he made a cameo appearance in the Justice League series, Justice League Unlimited, where he was fighting a bunch of bad guys when Darkseid showed up. And of course, I mean, he didn't have a speaking role, he just shows up out of nowhere. That's it. But I didn't like the look of this version of the Creeper. When DC became New 52, they made a brand new look of Jack Ryder, and this is what he looks like. This is why I don't like New 52, because they changed the DC characters too much that I don't like them. But I'm okay with Rebirth, though. I just hope they do justice for Rebirth. But, this is all I can say about the Creeper, but believe it or not, the cartoon animated series, I mean, some of the fans seem to like the Creeper enough. They were planning to do a spin-off, but instead, they decided to make another crazy superhero who is similar to the Creeper, but with a different story and a different look. And it's none other than Freakazoid. And this is the next superhero I'm going to be reviewing next week. So for those of you who love this review of the Creeper, please leave a comment down below, hit like and subscribe. And seriously, YouTube, why don't you make a fan favorite of the Creeper? I would have loved it. But beggars can't be choosers, right?
Hey, tell me about it. My webisodes are not on YouTube, and there are a few fan-made videos about me, but sadly my webisode didn't show on YouTube.
Yeah, and I wish they did. Anyway, see ya. Say goodbye, Deadpool.
Goodbye, Deadpool!
Goodbye, everybody.